please. 68. The unit 5. We're gonna start by practicing the speaking part 2. This is the long turn. This is called the long turn. So in this case, you have to compare these two photographs in 1 full minute by answering the question that you have there. So let me see who is going to start. Okay, Pamela, please. You're gonna go first.
Okay. Uh, what do you think the people might enjoy about doing these jobs?
Yes.
Okay. In the first one, in the first pick, I believe that she enjoys the figures, the squares to make this tree looking like someone, like something.
It looks like a face, right? Like a person's face.
Yes, exactly. Like a geometric forms and everything. It's not just got the 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 tree.
Yeah.
Is is to make a figure in this.
Yes.
And in the second one, um, I think they they enjoy the um, the
Okay.
speed
Yes.
and the feeling of the air, because they can see, maybe the city is not too fast, but you are not walking. So um, I
It
think
seems like
it
they.
could
It
be
seems.
funny.
Sorry. It seems like they are scooters, right? Those
Yes.
objects.
Yes,
Right. Yes. All right.
exactly. Yes. Mhm.
By the way, the first profession it's called gardening. All right. The first one,
Gardening.
gardening.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So it's your turn, my dear Sarah. Please, you go. 1
If,
full minute.
okay. Okay. In front of the question that we have here, what you think the people might enjoy about doing these jobs? I think that the first one picture is about the woman who's using a garden scissors. She's trying to make a face, a man's face. She is dedicated gardener because uh, I can see that she has experience and likes uh, she likes doing that everything that she decorate her garden.
All
And the
right.
picture number, I I see a little of market where the people is is um, is worrying about the information, the the points that the seller gives them in order to carry carry to the carry to the others uh, buyers. It's possible that it could be mm, I don't know. It means that entregas
Deliveries.
delivery.
Yes,
Yes.
deliveries. Right. There you are. So remember, my dear students, in this part you have to speculate a lot. So that is why you have to use modal verbs like may or might. For example, in the first one you can say the woman in the first picture might be enjoying gardening because she is a nature lover. For example, you can say, right? Or on the second one you can say they might be going on a guided tour around the city. Like this, because you have to speculate because you I'm not sure what is happening for real in every single picture, okay? So tell me, my dear Pamela, what kind of what of these jobs, which of these jobs would you prefer to do?
I think the second one, because it looks more funny or funniest. I don't know if I'm all right with that word. Um, I think it would be easy to drive these kind of scooters. I never done, so I think I will enjoy the second one more.
All right. My dear Sarah, please tell me, have you ever tried one of these jobs?
No, anyone. The first
Anyone?
one, anyone, because but the second, it is better because I see in some cases there are pets that are sharing good moments with their
They are
owners.
really gorgeous and really cute.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
All right. So it's your turn, my dear Jonathan. Good evening. What have you been up to? Jonathan, can you listen to me? I guess he can listen to me. All right. So let's keep going to the next part. So let's go over the listening part two, the sentence completion. In this part, you are going to hear an audio and you have to fill in the gaps with a word or a short phrase that you hear. Remember that in every single listening task, you are going to listen twice. So I'm going to play the audio and at the end, we compare the answers.
Okay.
You will hear a man called Mike Swift talking to a group of teenagers about the vocational courses offered by the college where he works. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Hello, my name's Mike Swift, and I'm here today to talk to you about the City College and the different vocational courses we run there. Now, until fairly recently, we had 4 different faculties at the college, but with the addition of the Creative Skills faculty last year, there are now 5 altogether. We're really proud of this new faculty. There are workshops for glass production, ceramics and textiles, as well as a state-of-the-art photography studio and the college's very own radio station, which broadcasts every weekday to the local area. The star attraction, though, is the television studio, the only one of its kind in a further education college in this region. I think it's worth mentioning that most of the first group of students who were on our media courses last year have already found jobs in the business. There's one working as a camera woman, for example, quite a few sound or lighting engineers, and even, in one case, a radio producer, which is pretty good going for a 21-year-old. No presenters as yet, but you never know. Now, the biggest building in the college is the Faculty of Leisure and Health, which offers over 200 courses in anything from sports coaching or alternative therapies to catering or cake decoration. But the fastest growing courses in this faculty are those in the events department, with more and more students hoping to go into careers as exhibition organisers, concert promoters, or wedding coordinators. These are great courses because if you decided to change careers at any point in the future, most of what you've learnt would still be useful to you. Organisational skills, for example, are important in a whole range of jobs, and so is good team management, knowing how to deal with a group of people who work under your supervision. And there's something else about this type of course which makes it so attractive and which is common to courses in some of the other faculties too. During the second term, the college organises work experience in local venues and businesses. You get a chance to find out what it's like to do the job for a few weeks, and you get paid too, so that can't be bad. Now, some of you, I'm sure, will be interested in working in IT. Well, we offer over 80 different information technology courses, some of them in the Faculty of Building and Engineering, like CAD, for example, which stands for Computer Aided Architectural Design, but the majority are taught in the Business faculty. Computer games development is a popular choice and can lead to employment as a games developer working in design, programming, art or animation. But competition is high and the entry requirements are quite strict. We're looking for exam passes in at least 5 subjects, including English, and we particularly want to see good grades in maths. Computer science is also a big advantage, of course. Incidentally, if you're not sure what course to take, the college does have a student support service, which will help you choose the right one. You can arrange for an interview with the careers advice team before you apply, or else you can go to our online site and click on the study options heading for lots of helpful information and tips. Now, before I go on, I ought to mention that most of our courses last for just under a year, from September to June, and they're either full-time courses, meaning 5 days a week, or part-time, which are just 1 or 2 days a week. But we do also have a number of evening courses, which usually run for 5 months. And that brings me on to the different qualifications you can achieve on the various courses.
You will hear a man called Mike Swift talking to a group of teenagers about the vocational courses offered by the college where he works. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Hello, my name's Mike Swift, and I'm here today to talk to you about the City College and the different vocational courses we run there. Now, until fairly recently, we had 4 different faculties at the college, but with the addition of the Creative Skills faculty last year, there are now 5 altogether. We're really proud of this new faculty. There are workshops for glass production, ceramics and textiles, as well as a state-of-the-art photography studio and the college's very own radio station, which broadcasts every weekday to the local area. The star attraction, though, is the television studio, the only one of its kind in a further education college in this region. I think it's worth mentioning that most of the first group of students who were on our media courses last year have already found jobs in the business. There's one working as a camera woman, for example, quite a few sound or lighting engineers, and even, in one case, a radio producer, which is pretty good going for a 21-year-old. No presenters as yet, but you never know. Now, the biggest building in the college is the Faculty of Leisure and Health, which offers over 200 courses in anything from sports coaching or alternative therapies to catering or cake decoration. But the fastest growing courses in this faculty are those in the events department, with more and more students hoping to go into careers as exhibition organisers, concert promoters, or wedding coordinators. These are great courses because if you decided to change careers at any point in the future, most of what you've learnt would still be useful to you. Organisational skills, for example, are important in a whole range of jobs, and so is good team management, knowing how to deal with a group of people who work under your supervision. And there's something else about this type of course which makes it so attractive and which is common to courses in some of the other faculties too. During the second term, the college organises work experience in local venues and businesses. You get a chance to find out what it's like to do the job for a few weeks, and you get paid too, so that can't be bad. Now, some of you, I'm sure, will be interested in working in IT. Well, we offer over 80 different information technology courses, some of them in the Faculty of Building and Engineering, like CAD, for example, which stands for Computer Aided Architectural Design, but the majority are taught in the Business faculty. Computer games development is a popular choice and can lead to employment as a games developer working in design, programming, art or animation. But competition is high and the entry requirements are quite strict. We're looking for exam passes in at least 5 subjects, including English, and we particularly want to see good grades in maths. Computer science is also a big advantage, of course. Incidentally, if you're not sure what course to take, the college does have a student support service, which will help you choose the right one. You can arrange for an interview with the careers advice team before you apply, or else you can go to our online site and click on the study options heading for lots of helpful information and tips. Now, before I go on, I ought to mention that most of our courses last for just under a year, from September to June, and they're either full-time courses, meaning 5 days a week, or part-time, which are just 1 or 2 days a week. But we do also have a number of evening courses, which usually run for 5 months. And that brings me on to the different qualifications you can achieve on the various courses.
So I'm gonna show you the right answers right now. Okay, there you are. Number 1 was in words or the number 5. Number 2 was TV or television. Number 3 was radio producer. Number 4 was events. Number 5, team management. Number 6, work experience. Number 7, business. Number 8, maths or mathematics. Anyone. Number 9, study options. Like that. And the last one is evening. So tell me, my dear students, how many right answers did you get out of 10?
I have 5.
5, all right. What about you, Sarah?
4, because here it's raining. Cats
Oh yeah,
and
so
dogs.
you didn't listen so well. All right, so it's okay. Yeah, so we're going to keep on practicing the speaking part after this. We're going to tell you one by one which, if any, of course, of these courses that were mentioned on the audio or jobs would you be interested to take in? What would be your ideal job for you? Tell me, my dear, let me see. Sarah, please, you're going to start.
Okay, my ideal job. Okay, first of all, I tried to look for a vocational course. For example, I'm trying to have a part-time job where I can have a little space to have a time to enough time to take a one course of this, for example, English or programming. That's very interesting for us to manage this kind of skills. Now we don't have enough time. This is a big problem because we can have to improve our English, but it is impossible because we don't have enough time. That's all.
All right, thanks so much for your answer. Tell me you for my dear Pamela, please.
I have impressed about the art photography and the television studio that he mentioned, because he said that they have a lot of students that works in as a radio producers. So I think it could be a good career. I don't have any idea about it, but I think it could be fun, and um, it could be a great opportunity, as he says, as Mike say.
All right, there you are. So let's go over the next part. And I don't know if you remember that in the audio were mentioned some collocations. Do you remember number 1? It is involved into careers. And here was a verb. Do you remember? It was mentioned in the extract, in the audio. No? Don't you remember? It's a very useful collocation that we use to talk in many kind of conversations. The verb here is go into careers.
Go into careers.
Yes, go into careers where means to get into a career, to start a career in a university. Go into careers. That's a collocation. And the next one, it says if you decided to, and we have careers at any point in the
Choose.
future. Sorry,
Sorry, no, I think it can be
number two.
choose to
Don't worry.
decide to.
Can you remember maybe, perhaps? No? It was mentioned in the audio. So the verb here is change careers. That is the verb, change careers, which means to switch from one career to another one.
Change.
Yes, change careers.
Change careers.
It's a collocation as well. So let's go dive into the next exercise. We have to fill in the gaps with the words that we have in the box. Abandon, change. Okay, change, it's been done. Dedicate, devote, follow, give up, pursue, and switch. That is done as well. As you can see in the example, after 10 years as a teacher, I decided to change or to switch careers and go into acting. Number one, Eva intends to. What do you think is here? Intends to her career to helping the homeless.
Okay.
We have to
Sorry.
use two synonyms. The first
Okay.
one, do you give up?
No. Just a minute.
All right.
Eva intends her career for him. It could be dedicate or
Please read it
no,
again.
but
Read
it could be
sentence again.
abandon or give up.
Yes, those are. Eva intends to abandon or to give up her career to helping the homeless. That is perfect. Number two, Lewis was forced to his career as a pilot because of his ill health.
For two,
What do you think it can be here?
it could be to what is pursue?
Pursue, it's the same as follow. They are synonyms.
Okay, and it could be dedicate and devote.
Yes, great. Dedicate and devote. And the last one, after university, I hope to a career in journalism. You can follow or give, or pursue. Just in case, I'm gonna show you. There you are.
Yes.
It was at the other way around. Devote and dedicate
Okay.
one, and the other one was abandon and give up.
I have in this order, teacher.
Yes, perfect. To follow and pursue. Because you have Eva, right, intends to devote to helping the homeless.
Yes.
Yes, that is why you have to analyze very careful the sentences.
Okay.
All right. The next one. These are all of these verbs describe ways of ending a job. All of them. These three: make redundant, resigned, and sacked. Basically, they are synonyms. So we have to see how they fit in every single sentence. The first one, she sold her home from her job and moved abroad to teach English. What do you think is in here? Made redundant, resigned, or sacked? I guess that you have never heard about these words.
No, but you say that are similar, the
Those are
three
synonyms. Very similar
synonyms.
words,
So,
but they in Spanish they don't mean exactly the same. But they are very
okay.
similar, really similar in terms of meaning. What do you think, Sarah and Pamela? Or maybe
Exact.
Jonathan, you can write. Sacked, the first one.
What an exact. Do you know,
Sacked from
teacher?
her job. What
That
is your answer? Number one is resigned from her job. Resigned in Spanish means dimitir. It's the specific meaning. Dimitir, resigned, which is the same like renunciar, right? Resigned, dimitir. So she sold her home, resigned from her job, and moved abroad to teach English. Number two, it was from his last job for stealing, so no one will employ him now. What do you
Sack.
think is here? Here, yes, in here is sacked. Yes. The specific meaning in Spanish of sacked means despedido. That is the meaning. And the last
is
one, yes, despedido, sacked. And the last one, the economic crisis hit the company hard, and 50 workers had to be
redundant.
made redundant, which means when you this term is used, for example, in a big company, right? When you have a lot of employees, and you have to make redundant them, que significaría despedirlos, make redundant.
Mhm.
But in terms of a group of people, a very big group of people. Next, what of the following nouns, right? It is not normally used after the verb to earn. The verb earn, a competition, a good living, good money, a high salary, a weekly wage. What of this one? It is not used after the verb earn.
Um,
A competition.
Yes,
competition.
because we use the verb win, right?
Win.
Yes, that is perfect. Now, I want to make sure if you know this vocabulary related to work. I would like you to tell me what is the difference in terms of meaning between these items. What is work part-time?
Like a half-time contract.
Yes. Trabajo de tiempo completo, right? Yes.
The
No, sorry,
to work
trabajo a
part
medio,
time is
sorry,
yeah,
trabajo de medio tiempo, part-time. Yes.
exactly.
To work full-time, trabajo de tiempo completo,
Tiempo completo.
right? What is to work overtime?
Like extra hours.
Yes. To work long hours is to work for so long, of course. What is to work flexi time?
Like a freelance.
Not exactly like that. It's kind of similar, but
Maybe with the schedules.
yes, trabajo con horario flexible, to work
Mhm.
flexi time. And what is to work shifts?
Periods, maybe.
Yes, for example, when you work the morning shift, when you work the night shift, that is.
And sorry, teacher. And to work long hours is the same to work overtime.
What do you think it can be the difference, Sarah and Pamela,
Uh,
between working overtime and to work long hours? It is kind of similar, but it is not exactly the same.
maybe the days of the week, like here.
Something like that,
Long
but
hour
not specifically. For
in
example,
your okay.
if you work overtime, it means that you get paid for those hours that you work. But if you work long hours, it can be that you are not paid for these hours that you work, these long hours that you work. You see? There's a difference.
Okay, so work long hours is like all of to my decision?
Yes, like that,
Okay.
of course. But
Okay.
if you work overtime, it means that you have a contract, right? A formal contract that you are going to be paid for those extra hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is.
Okay,
As,
thank you.
All right.
as,
Sorry.
as a volunteer, work long hours.
Yes, like for example, you can say, yesterday night I was working long hours on my project or on my thesis, right? But you are not going to get paid for this. That is.
Okay.
Okay, so I would like you to describe to me these jobs that you can see from pictures A to E. The first one, what profession is this?
Mm, The picture A,
Yes, A.
she is a chef.
A chef or a cook is the same, right? Cook or chef are the same. Letter B.
Uh, I don't know how to say it.
There you are, and I think they are pink letters on your notebook. This is
Mm,
hairdresser or barber.
Hairdresser.
Yes. Letter C.
Doctor?
Yes, but what kind of doctor?
Medical
Surgery.
form.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, this is a surgeon, right? Surgeon.
Surgeon. Yes.
A very common job. Letter D. In this part, we have a lot of options. It can be dustman, right? Or rubbish collector, or rubbish or waste collector, or refuse collector. Any of those options you can say.
Okay.
The last one, very easy.
Hotel reception.
Yes, this is a hotel receptionist. All right. I would like you to tell me, what do you think it's the most challenging work for you? Who can tell me?
Challenging.
Yes, the most challenging and maybe stressful can be.
I think being a, a doctor, how do you say that word?
Surgeon.
Cirujano?
Yes, surgeon.
Surgery.
Surgeon.
Surgeon.
Why?
Sorry, I never heard of that word.
Okay, don't worry, but now you know.
Yeah. Because you have the life of people in your hands,
Yes.
and it's not only job; it's people life.
Yeah, because then you are not allowed to make mistakes.
It's exactly you can know. You're not able to make mistakes. You have to make everything perfect, and even if you make everything perfect, it could be happen something bad for the patient.
Yes. All right. What about you, Sarah? What about this? Let's imagine that you are a doctor, okay? You are a surgeon. In one patient's life, it's her or his life is on the line. I mean, it's in danger. What would you do in this case if you were a surgeon?
Okay. If I were a surgeon, first of all, well, this is a possibility, but in the real life, I never do that because I can stand blood. I'm not good cutting people. No, but if I have to see that in a in a in a possible way,
Yeah.
the first one thing I could do is check the temperature of the people, uh, review if the people breathe in or breathe out, and I have to see what happened. I ask about what happened to the people, why the people is in their situation, it's possible, and I fill in the blanks all the papers that some situations could be to this patient.
Yes,
That's
thank you so much. Let's keep talking about this regarding this kind of things related regarding to jobs and professions. I would like you to tell me just short speech about how or why did you choose to become your I think you are an English teacher, Sarah, and you a lawyer. Why?
Yeah.
First of all, let me see. Pamela, please tell us about yourself.
Um, okay, choose my career because I always believe in justice, and now I can service to my country in a public institution. So it's it's a
Do you feel
grateful work.
do you feel that it
Sorry.
is do you feel that it is a rewarding work, a rewarding job, a rewarding profession?
Not really. I just I just iba a decir eso. I just
I was going to say that.
I was going to say that it's
Yeah.
grateful, but it's not necessarily rewarding because public service sometimes is a little complicated.
Yes, I know.
So so
Yeah.
not really rewarding, but it's something that I like to do.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your experience. What about you, my dear Sarah?
well. First of all, in my life, I always loved learning and teaching English. Um, as you know, I work many years in a bachelor school, but recently, this is in the case of the languages. We can have to think that if we don't practice every day, my my level, it could be down and down, and it could be disappear.
Yeah.
But we have to practice and practice every day. It is possible because, well, teaching is one thing, and the other thing is how can I improve my English.
Yeah.
But it's very important that how I can learn to the way how I can teach my students, for example.
All right. So, ever since you began to start working teaching English, do you feel that it has been a rewarding work for you?
No, no, no,
No? Don't you feel that?
no.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences with me. So let's keep going with this. Let's go now with the part that is the reading and use of English, the part two. This is called the open close. This is the grammar part actually. As you can see here, we have 8 blanks, and we have to complete those blanks with only one word. Only one word. No two, nor three. Only one. All right? It can be a preposition, a verb, a noun, an adverb. So that is why you have to master all of the grammar at least in a B2 level. So as you can see here, number 0 has been done for us as an example. Here are a few tips on how to write a formal letter application letter. Firstly, address your letter to the person mentioned in the job advertisement. Who deals? Number 1. Who deals the applications? What do you think is here?
Review could be.
Review? This is a
Yes.
collocation actually. What preposition in this case collocates with the verb deal? Who deals? Maybe do you remember?
Check.
Sarah, did you say something? No?
Mm,
So remember, always who deals with. That is, who
Okay.
deals with the application.
with.
with, yes. Use their surname only after the words dear Mr., dear Miss, or dear Mrs. If, however, number 2, name is given, what do you think?
If is a ver,
If
It can be here no name or any name is given, right? That is why we had to use dear sir or madam is enough instead. No name is given.
no name.
Yes. Number 3. Then, in the opening paragraph, which should kept short.
Should be.
Yes, should be
should
kept short. Perfect. Explain why you are in touch.
You are interested?
You are getting in touch. Yes. And say where you saw the job advertised. Number 5. This is at the very beginning. You continue that your letter will depend on the requirements of the position you are applying for.
if you continue,
Yes, right? If you continue. Or it can be as well whether you continue, which is the same actually. Number 6. There are 2 or 3 paragraphs giving information about yourself. Very easy. As when you are going to mention a lot of things.
such as
Yes, such as relevant skills, work experience, and personal qualities, as, which means in addition to. Do you know?
As before, no.
As well as. That is.
less.
As well as reasons, which means to or in addition to. As well as reasons why you think you would be suitable for the job. Finally, writing a short closing paragraph to indicate your interest in receiving a reply. What do you think is number 8? What do you have to do in the conclusion? Finally, that is the clue. Finally,
Recommend.
it says writing a short. It is a verb pattern. It is a verb
Finally,
that, sorry,
Have.
have writing? No.
No.
What do you have to do at the conclusion? Because you have a writing a short.
ending,
Ending it could
writing,
be or finish writing,
finish writing a short
right? Or after writing could be. There you are the answers. Number 1, with. Number 2, no. Number 3, be. Number 4, getting. Number 5, it was how you continue. Why? Because it says will depend on. So it means that we are talking the way, right? How you continue your letter will depend on the requirements. Number 6, such as relevant skills. Number 7, as well as. In number 8, after. It's a preposition after here. What do you think? Do you think it is kind of difficult, this kind of exercise?
I think they are.
It's kind of tricky, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I don't remember if oh my gosh. I remember that I had to review your articles or your reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it? Did you write them?
I write. Let me see. I have a review.
Okay.
And I have also a report.
Yes, a report. Maybe can
Yes.
you share your screen for me to take a look at your text?
The report or the review?
Both.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Um,
I'm gonna stop sharing mine, okay? Are
okay.
you from
I
a
I
computer or from a cell phone?
I use by myself because I think computer could correct me, and I don't want that.
All right, but you sent me your article, right?
Okay, this is my report, but it's pretty informal story,
Okay, it doesn't matter.
and this is my review because I've done in the same
You
book.
you
But
previously sent me your article, it was right?
yes, but I was checked the last lesson, and I
Hmm.
saw that you made a report, so I made that too.
Yeah, it says how to increase how to increase the number of tourists in Quito's historical center, right?
Hmm.
But what is this? Your article or your report or your review?
That is the review,
Okay,
and the Pokemon Go app is a review.
I see. Yes, no problems. All right. It's great for being the first time that you wrote this kind of exercise, but be careful with the spelling mistakes. I'm here looking at some mistakes. For example, transportation without the letter N.
Transportation.
Yes, I think it's faster. On the last paragraph, on one of these, the subway is faster and safer, I guess.
Okay. Yes.
So in the real exam, you have to be very, very careful with the spelling mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it is okay. I mean, the review. What about you, my dear sir? Did you have trouble writing your review, your report, your article?
A ver, okay. I I wrote my review.
Can you send me, please?
You didn't see my report?
Your report? Did you
Okay,
send me?
I'm trying to look for it. I have in my cell phone.
No, you haven't sent me yet your report because I don't have here in the WhatsApp group.
Mm,
Or did you send me in my personal chat? I don't think so.
okay.
Because today I have to show you how to write a letter of application. So let's go.
A letter?
Yes, to
I didn't write a letter.
no. Today I'm gonna show
Yeah.
you how to write. All right, right now.
Okay.
So I guess that it is on. No, here it is not. The Google Drive folder. There you will find a file, and I guess it is on the second writing guide.
Okay.
Let me see. I think it's here. The report. Yes, that is on the second writing guide. That is the one that is in English, completely in English, on page number 31.
Okay, teacher, I shared you
Yes.
in a chat. Do you see?
Okay. Yes, 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 yes. That is your review, right?
Yes.
A top notch. Okay, festivity, perfect. The Fox Hunting. Yes, that is a very famous festival. Year after year. Perfect. That is the introduction very quickly. Alright. Taken. The event starts with a horseback. Perfect. Did you do on your own or did you just a kind of support? I mean, a dictionary, maybe a translator,
Not
anything.
anything.
Yeah, because you are using a wide range of vocabulary, actually. It's
I
okay.
just only I
Good.
just only inspired.
All right. It's great. It's perfect. Exactly like
Thank
this
you.
you have to write on your real exam. Exactly like this.
Oh,
Go straight to the
try
point. Yes.
inspire again.
All right. So now I have to show you how to write a letter. Remember that
Better.
a letter or an email is exactly the same in the Vita First exam, in the Cambridge exam. So in this part, just let me see where it is. The purpose of a letter or email will depend on the task, of course. If some tasks ask you to provide your friend with some important information, you have to. While others kind of tasks ask you to apply for a job, or complain about a service or a product, or ask for information about something. What kind of language do you have to use? Right? The language will depend completely on the type of the task. For example, if you are applying for a job, for example, you have to write formal or informal language. Formal, right? Yes. But for example, if you are writing a letter for a friend, for example, it is not necessary that you use very formal vocabulary. You can use phrasal verbs, contractions, and so on. What is the structure? All the letters in email should have a very similar structure, and you need an opening and a closing formula, like an introductory paragraph and a closing paragraph. And the body paragraphs will consist of as many paragraphs and ideas you are asked to discuss about. All right? So there you are an example. The task says like this: an English friend of yours is visiting your city next summer. Write to him and tell him about the places he should visit and the clothes he should wear. You must also offer him to stay with you during his stay. And there you are. First of all, you have to write with phrases like this: Dear Jack. As you can see here, the introduction, it's very quickly. Two lines, no more than that. Right? Then you have two body paragraphs in which you are going to tell your experiences or ask for information about the task. Then you have to close the paragraph, right? And then you have to close with your best regards. And that's it. Actually, the letter is one of the most easiest kind of text on the Vita First exam. On the real exam, the task is going to look like this. You're going to find a box with this task, which means this is the letter of application. Volunteers needed. We're the National Diabetes Organization and we're organizing a camp for diabetic children. We need volunteers to work with us during the camp. So, your letter of application must be about teaching children about diabetes and playing games with them. Also, you should speak several languages because it is an international camp. So, as you can see here, you have a model answer of this task. You are writing the introduction that you want, that you are willing to apply to this job as a volunteer. The next paragraph, in this case, you have to talk about your resume, right? Your curriculum, I mean, your skills, if you talk languages, and so on. Then you have to add a paragraph talking about your experience in the job related to this field. And finally, you have to explain like what other useful skills that you have according to you. And then you have to close with your best regards. And there you are, another one example. And in here you are going to find some useful language that you can use when writing your letter. So tell me, do you think it is going to be difficult for you to write a letter of application, my dear students?
A letter of application, I
Yeah.
think it could be difficult because it needs a formal vocabulary.
Yes, of course, it could be. So, as a homework, you have to try at least how to write this. On page number 70, you have musicians and dancers required. We need teaching assistants for the music dance activities at our English language summer school for young children. Write to the director, Mr. Paul Beacon, giving details of your music and dancing skills. That is going to be on the first body paragraph. Any relevant work experience you have had, and why you would be suitable for the job. What would you be a suitable candidate for the job? Okay, so you are going to have the introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and the closing part. Okay, don't forget. That is going to be your homework. On the next list, on the next page, you have a model answer as well, as you can see here. So you can help yourself with this in this part. Is there any question that you have about on how to write a letter of application? No?
I think no.
All right. What about you, Sarah? Do you have any questions? Some questions, maybe?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. Okay,
Do
tell
you
me.
think that I have to repeat my report on my review?
No, repeat it no, because it is okay in terms of structure and reduction, but you have to increase your vocabulary. That is what you have to
Okay.
do. You have to increase, so you can use a wider range of vocabulary when writing.
Okay.
Try to practice linking words,
Mm-hmm.
phrasal verbs as well, for the informal texts, and like you can type in on internet academic English, and you're gonna find there formal vocabulary. You can practice
Okay.
with this, okay? Because when it comes to writing, you have to have a lot of vocabulary, a wide range of vocabulary, so you can expand on your answers and your ideas properly.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Yes. So, as a homework from your workbook, can you remember what was the last page that I sent you as a homework?
Oh,
No? Because I don't
no,
remember as well.
we don't.
Yes, we have page.
Because I guess it was until 29, sorry. 29, right? Yes, that was the last one.
Yes, was
Yes. It was 29 because we were checking this part. Do you remember, Pamela? Yes, right?
no. In the last lesson, we
No.
don't have
The
a
last lesson, I
workbook.
didn't send you homework. The last lesson.
We
Yes?
have 62 page of student books.
No, from the workbook. So, yes,
Okay. In
I
workbook,
got
we
it.
don't have it.
I got it. The last one was 29, the last page that I sent you as a homework. So it
Okay.
means that the next one it's going to be 31 and 32.
The workbook.
Sorry, 30 and 31.
Yes.
30
Yes.
and 31. Yes, 30
30.
and 31.